Well, hello and welcome back to Performance Racing League Round 7 for Season 14. I am your host, Jesper. I am completely new here. I've been in the server for less than 2 days, and yeah, I'm already doing comms. So, we are completely vibing. No, I may or may not have accidentally left the server and got re-invited back. But yes, it is. It is a funny situation. Let's see if we can get the thing. Everyone. There we go. You are joining us from a wet little Imola. It's supposed to dry up at the end of the session, and it's a dry race. So we might see some drivers making their laps, but they won't matter at all because it's supposed to dry up. We don't need that. We don't. We can bring that on. We have a Ferrari. That's gonna be rusty. Microphone buzzes a little bit. Where are we in terms of how long to go? We are halfway. This is the halfway mark. Next one is Canada. And speaking of Canada, he's not on track yet, so we are gonna wait until he goes on track, and then we will talk about that. Yeah, Imola, a track with a lot of history, especially Ayrton Senna, of course, a name that has to be mentioned with this track. We do whilst we're waiting for stuff to actually happen, we had some reports at the end of the race from last week in Spain. We had Joe, Timgra, Lord, and Tar Heels get 2 extra points for no track limits. But then we also saw there was some contact in turn 1 and 2 on lap 1 with Nico John being reported. That has turned out to be an NFA, so it was deemed a racing incident. There was also a situation where Morris got a 10-second time penalty, if you can remember, from speeding in the pit lane. Quaruma was reported for that, for causing it, and it was considered that he was responsible for it and got a 5-second time penalty, but it led to no positional changes. So the race results from the end of the last stream/video are the correct results. But yes, speaking of... No, he's still not on track. Why? What are we doing? Rossi is not pushing at all. He's going to come around the set lap time, 1:31, but I'm fairly confident that's going to be beaten quite soon. Yes, Martin about 3 seconds quicker. 128.2. Yeah, the reason we're not really following the wet stuff is because it's just going to get quicker and quicker. As Spin-A-Win goes 1.3 seconds quicker than Martin, and Kobe goes a tenth quicker than Spin-A-Win, 126.8. There was Tar Heels across the line. Tar Heels P5 currently almost 4 seconds off Kobe Place. Standings wise, we currently have Joe Biden in the lead of the standings. He is 22 points ahead of Ramsey. And third is Mr. Bean, just 2 points behind Ramsey, so 24 points behind Joe. Then you have Morris in fourth. He's 60 points behind Joe, so a little bit behind Ramsey and Mr. Bean as well. Then you have FBI agent who had a rough start with the DNF and also a no-show at Hungary, but has 3 podiums in the 3 races he has raced in. He is not racing today either. I think he was at Costco. Gordsos is currently 6th in the standings on 81 points. He's also not racing today, had to back out just a few minutes ago. Is replaced by Mr. Tar Heels, who is coming up to the line and does improve by over a second, but the position does not change. And then you have Bass and Justin, 2 friends, separated by 6 points in the Astons. 7th and 8th, Bass ahead of Justin. Noob is 9th and Vikingside is 10th. That is your top 10 in the standings. As it does look like it has stopped raining. So, yeah, with 11 minutes to go, this running has been quite useless, as it means close to nothing. Because we are going to have about 9-8 minutes of dry running, with the track getting faster and faster each passing second. Hopefully Villeneuve also gets in, which would mean we're only missing one, which is Glitching B. So if you're a reserve, just tuning into the stream, there is a place. Just let us know and we'll try and get you in ASAP. It's Mr. Bean. So it's down on 123.4, but we do have DRS enabled. Is everyone still on dries? No, we do have some soft tires coming on. And now, finally, Mr. Ramsey is on track. We will go into here to show Ramsey is now running a Canadian flag, because he's no longer an honorary Canadian. He is finally a Canadian. I did congratulate you in the Discord, but again, huge congratulations to you, Ramsey. Enjoy that Canadian passport. J-Story. Almost a second behind Mr. Bean right now, but the track is dry. We're literally just waiting for it to dry up more, so people can start setting lap times on the dries. Gonna cross the line and does go fastest, 122.7. Of course, as DRS and everything like that. But one of the first on the soft tires, Rusty, currently 9th. He is trying out the... Oh, no, Villeneuve is also not joining today. I just got confirmation of that, so we are 18 today. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting. Find out what's going to happen. Rusty. It's going to be the first one to absolutely yeet it on the soft tires, and let's see. See how much of a gap they can get to Timgra and Mr. Bean. And then let's red flag it. Timgra again setting a fastest lap 1:21.9 on intermediates. Currently 1.4 seconds ahead of Mr. Bean. Being currently a third in the standings. But has missed 2 races and has won every single race that they have been in. So, yeah. It is quite fitting that he's in a McLaren as well. Just can't wait for the patch notes to say that McLaren has been a second faster than all the other equal cars. Rusty goes 1:16.7. Is 5 seconds ahead of Timgra. Kobe goes almost 2 seconds ahead of Rusty, putting Mr. Bean 8.5 seconds behind Justin, half a second behind Kobe. So with Adri, who's putting down purple sector 2. See what they put up in the final sector as well. I think Rossi is on... Oh no, that's still never mind. On track with his track with Inters, so is Tar Heels. Adri is a third. Spin and win. Hasn't done a lot of spinning or winning. And Rossi's out. Please tell me that's not retirement on track. It is. Oh, that's not good. Let's see here. There's a little bit further back, so we will stay on with spin and win through the last turn. Just keeps it legal. Will he go anywhere near the top? Half a second off. Half a second off. Goes P4. Very close behind Justin, actually, as Morris slots in P2. Ramsey up to the line, P4 for the Canadian. Bass, the Norwegian, coming down to the final couple of turns here. Well, technically it's the penultimate turn right here, because as he also just keeps it legal, but this is actually a turn, so that's the final turn. And GK Bass does pip Ramsey to P4. Some people are saving some tires. It's not Kuruma. Maybe. Are they on a lap? They are. Not. Ruby's not. I don't think anyone's on a lap. So it will be Rusty actually. Is gonna be the first one to set off. So let's actually go on board with them for the final run. You use all of your areas through the final corner and then through the first turn. You are still full throttle. And you brake for the first chicane, misses the apex there slightly, has to take a compromise line, and through turn, what is technically turn 3, then turn 4. Then to the next chicane, a little bit of an easier kink again, misses the apex slightly, does Rusty through the long left-hander. Pretty big overtaking opportunity, both inside and outside, could work. And up the hill. And this left-hander, so easy to run wide here. And down through here, up the uphill. Quite easy to lose the back end. And also quite easy to cut the inside there, the second part. Now through the final chicane. So easy to cut and extend, but Rusty does well. And it's apparently purple in sector 2. Getting rid of that. Rusty now through the final couple of turns. Final couple of real, actual challenging turns, and up to the line goes Rusty, and does go P11. Is just behind Noob, and that is a lap of Imola. Now where is Mr. Bean? Mr. Bean is starting his lap. Let's go on board with him. He's actually one of the first as well. So, here could be the potential pole lap. Wow, he takes so much apex. Wow. You can just see how planted that Google liveried McLaren is. I'm so sorry. So go through Aqua Minerali, up the hill. It looks so planted. So impressive to see. Almost cutting the corner, just on the limit. Now down to the final couple of turns. ERS, not quite empty, but it's not far off. Rusty retires in the pit lane. And Mr. Bean to the line, 1:14.3. That is how it's done. Now, where is the others? Kobe. The checkered has fallen. Let's go on board with Kobe. No, Kobe has invalidated. Morris has invalidated. Martin has invalidated. Bass is further back than Ramsey, so let's go on board with Mr. Ramsey. Has a big slide there. Through OS Spinowin has left. I will spam them invites. Also waiting. Mr. Ramsey through the final couple of turns now. And Ramsey up to the line, goes P3, can't. He's 2,000 behind Kobe, but he's 6/10 behind Mr. Bean. Now the final one. GK Bass. GK Bass up to the line. The ERS is out, and he does pip Kobe and Ramsey, and he gets the start on the front row, on the inside. GK Bass, P2. Let's see if I can get an invite to Mr. Spinnowin so we can join. Mr. Bean. I'm just gonna say, in the Discord, Adri is very impressed with Mr. Bean, and I intend to agree. Almost half a second clear of the grid, Mr. Bean takes pole ahead of GK Bass. And as we can see, Ramsey with the Canadian flag. It's very close from Kobe, Ramsey, Justin, Morris. So it's gonna be very, very interesting. Justin saying that was close, excluding Mr. Bean, who, yeah, is very impressive. I thought the camera moving was a bug at first, like a literal bug. Has apparently DC'd as well. I'll send him an invite too. Should be here somewhere. There he is. We have also made a slight change. It was made the last week as well, but I forgot to mention it. We have upped the AI a little bit. Speaking of disconnections, because yeah, I think we were running like 40 AI or something like that, which basically is just not great. So we moved it up to 60 because that's sort of the limit where they don't have way too much speed, but also, aren't losing 5 seconds a lap. So, yeah. I mean, it's still gonna be about 20 seconds a lap to Mr. Bean, but, Oh, whoops. I accidentally sent an invite to the wrong person. Hopefully they don't join. Oh, and Bass has joined back. He will not be able to choose his strategy, I think. Hopefully Cyro just doesn't join up. Do not have them there. I don't think, yeah, he might not be able to take control until we have started. We're just waiting for everything to be ready. Here we go. Formation lap is on. That's not able to pick strategy, not able to take control of his car until it's begun. So yeah, keep an eye out for Spin and Win and GK to maybe drop down a little bit on the start, but they are at least on a decent strategy. Maybe not the one that you wanted. Strategy is supposedly 2-stop, medium, hard, or 3-stop, medium, soft, hard. I have a hard time believing it's going to be the second one. Just look at how angled it is. See from a couple of the drivers angling the car on the left-hand side. Couple of them getting disqualified. But yeah, it's because it turns instantly. Here we go. It is 5 red lights, and away we go for the Imola Grand Prix. Ramsey getting a very good start and getting up to second place. Kobe does manage to defend and come back, and is back up to P2. DK Bass now in, has lost 2 positions. Not awful, but obviously not what they need. Spin and Win has actually managed to keep their position. So, fair enough. Keeping an eye in the background, but I do think everyone has actually come away cleanly. It's Nico John in that same chrome livery as they go off. And we'll lose a couple of positions to Adrian Rossi. Oh! Nico John is very lucky that Adri manages to ghost. Game managing to ghost him before anything happens as Ramsey on the inside into turn 2, but not quite able to pull it off. He has to settle back behind Kobe. Toyota Gazoo. Ramsey has just been passed by Martin. Martin up to P10. Oh, and that's the other Sauber, Quaruma. Just caught the end of that. Oh, and that rejoin. It's not pretty. I'm so sorry, Sauber. I am so sorry. But I've managed to... Yeah, I am so sorry, FBI agent. I've caught them both spinning out. You have to give them some tactics to maybe come back into this race. Kobe has the fastest lap and is closing in on Mr. Bean. Are we gonna see a move for the lead? I think we are. As Kobe. Oh, and there's contact between the two drivers, and Kobe does actually keep P1. After that contact, Ramsey got very close to Mr. Bean for a second, but backed off ever so slightly. Go down and see what Noob can do on Rusty. Has a little look on the switchback. Meanwhile, behind, J-Stories had a pretty shocking hairpin. And up the hill has lost out to Ghost Viper. And is under pressure from the other Red Bull of Rossi Games, who's up to P13. Adrian has made a move on Tar Heels, up to P16. Please don't lock up. He doesn't. It's probably moved the brake bias a little bit. Here we go then, onto the straights. Again. And wow, Mr. Bean already passed. Will Ramsey make a move? He will. We'll be down to P3 now. We'll be putting some pressure on instantly on Ramsey. Ramsey keeps it cool. So close to him. Kobe just trying to make something happen, or maybe just trying to stay as close as possible. But it is these three it's all about. There is a yellow flag. I think Koruma may have had enough. They are the only one back where it was. So, yeah, that's my suspicion. Let's see what happens on the straight now. Also see Ghost Viper does not have DRS, and actually Ghost Viper has lost a couple of positions. I don't know what's been going on there. Ramsey is going to take the race lead off of Mr. Bean. And the Canadian is up into P1. So I think there was a move somewhere, and didn't quite see where it was. May have involved Martin and Rusty. There's Viper. Oh, and we have a yellow flag. Someone was off. Quite no. Adri getting by Tingra. P14 on the road to recovery for the German of Adri. Back up front, Mr. Bean staying quite close to Ramsey. Kobe is a little bit back. I think we're gonna see a change for the lead. Mr. Bean whizzing by Ramsey, back up to the top step so far. Mr. Bean, who doesn't know what it feels like to finish anything other than first in PRL this season. Hasn't won every race because they haven't competed in every race, but every race they've competed in, they have won. As Rusty picks up 3 seconds, I think we're gonna see quite a couple of those. One of the tougher tracks to get those coveted extra points for keeping it clean. Norwegians as well, very close, but Bass staying within DRS of Kobe. He's gonna have help defending the lead. Morris also on the hard tires compared to GK Bass on the mediums, but it doesn't help him as Morris in the Ferrari goes past GK Bass up to P4. Teammate behind, and then we can also see Spin and Win dropping behind Martin. Going to the tires. Everyone loves a bit of tires. We didn't quite talk about them last lap, but Mr. Bean did actually keep the lead, but is now under pressure from Ramsey. He drops back, doesn't have quite the same exit through the chicane as Mr. Bean, but is staying well within the DRS. Kobe under pressure as well from Morris. See if he can do anything. As we do have a change for the lead, but we don't have a change for the lead, but we do have a change for P3 as Morris gets up. Spin and Win picking up that 3-second time penalty as well now. It's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be a thing about who can keep it cleanest. Now Rance is the person under pressure from Morris. They're gonna be able to claim even more Morris gets a good exit as well. Ramsey actually dives into the pits already. The undercut is strong, but that is quite early. Spin and Martin also comes in. Of course, this is one of the longer pit lanes as well. I think it's the second longest. Or maybe even the longest on the calendar. So you don't want to stop more than you have to. Ramsey comes out P12. Actually just behind Tar Heels. That is not what they need. They needed some clean air. Oh, that's their teammate actually, the teammate of Ramsey, Noob, spinning as well. Just caught it in the foreground of the stream. So that is 3 people I've now caught spinning. Tar Heels down to P11 again. Kobe comes in. And the 2 Astons swapping places, putting the Dutchman up front. Mr. Justin. Are they... Justin is running the correct flag. And yeah, Rossi is really controlling the pace of the midfield. Is doing a little bit of an Alonso impression. Just keeping the tires alive, but just, yeah, dropping back a little bit. But, you know, still staying at a very good position. That should be a couple of positions down, though, once Ramsey and Kobe actually coming up just behind Ramsey. I don't think I mentioned a box for hards, Kobe, on the fresh set of mediums. A couple of hard runners further back, Spin, Martin, Tim Kwaruma and Noob, all boxed for the hard tires. Mr. Bean stays out another lap, but is under pressure from... Oh, I thought Morris was going to make a move, but yeah, Morris putting some pressure on Mr. Bean. And it does get a very good exit out of that first chicane. But can't quite get the move done. Ramsey putting up the fastest lap as well. That's Rusty. He's boxing for a set of hearts. And Martin, fastest lap. 4 thousandths from going into the 17s. So I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that the fastest lap is gonna be in the 17s. I don't think the one stop. Yeah, the one stop, it does seem... Oh, as Mr. Bean has a lockup of the rears, I would think. As the chat is talking about 1 versus 2 stops, I would agree with you guys. I do think the 2 stop is faster today. And there we go, Mr. Bean into the box. I honestly think 2 sets of hards could be faster than 2 sets of mediums. Mediums awful in midweek after 8 laps. Yeah, I'm not surprised. FPA, you who raced in midweek, is it a overheating issue with the mediums around this track? Or is it just that they are god awful? Waiting for the answer. Anything interesting happening? Kobe. C5s, so both. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm not surprised that it is overheating. Honestly, I think you should run the harder tire mix, or the tire like selection, and get a couple of hard tires and race medium hard hard or hard medium hard or what, however you want to do it. Because I do think hards are the best tires. Justin in from the hards. Wonder what they are gonna do. They do run a set of hards as well. See, someone's listening. That's gonna be interesting to see how the two sets of hards work out. They are quite a bit behind Mr. Bean, though, who is up to 6th place, just getting by Adri. So does Spin and Win, actually. There is a yellow flag somewhere. Looking at the map, can't see it, and it's gone. Spin and Win up to P7, getting ahead of Adri, who is on the very old mediums. And hard. Yeah, I do think that's the strongest one to do. Because you get rid of the bad tires quickly as well. I guess you could run hard mediums. The mediums will last a little bit longer in the end stint, and you'll be quicker. But yeah, medium hard or hard medium is, I think, the best strategy. As GK Bass comes in just a lap after Dustin onto a set of hard tires as well for Mr. Bass. Where does he come out compared to Justin? Quite a ways behind. He will actually come out behind Martin, as that pit lane extends so long. Very, very long. Adri is in, or set of hards as well. So Mr. Moore is now in the lead by about 15 seconds. 3-second time penalty for Martin as well. Morris obviously hasn't boxed yet. Rossi doing good. Yeah, Rossi's doing very well. Is currently 3rd, but is getting caught up by both Bobby and Mr. Bean. I'm thinking he will be passed on lap 15, maybe going on to lap 16. He won't stay ahead for long, unfortunately. You guys are pushing Morris into the pits for a set of medium tires. That's going to be interesting. So that does put Ramsey and actually Mr. Bean does sneak ahead of Rossi Games instantly. And now Rossi is going to become a little bit of a blockade for Kobe for an entire sector. He can't really do anything here, Kobe. Oh, he gets so close to him. Has a look around the outside. And Kobe, with the far superior tires, goes up to P3, but is now already almost 2 seconds behind Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean catching up to the race leader, Ramsey. So after the first round of stops, Ramsey is actually in the lead, but getting caught up by Mr. Bean quite quickly here. We have a yellow flag. Looks to have been a house. Move, maybe could have been Timger as well. One of them. Here we go, Morris is, I was going to say filling up the rear view mirror, but it's now filling up the view for Justin when he looks in front. He's gonna be seeing the gearbox of the Ferrari up P6. And more yellow flags disappear quite quickly too. Spin and win is impressing me so far. Of course, does have that penalty, but is having a look and does actually get ahead of Rossi, who is now gonna give good space to Morris, who does it very well to get up to P5. Or medium for Rossi. Yeah, that could be. Oettinger has retired and left. I am sad to see. And Spinnowin has a horrendous exit of the penultimate turn, or final turn, or yeah. And Rossi into the box. Let's see what tires they go on. They go on a set of mediums. And Morris picks up 3 seconds. That is not what they need. As they are trying to defend now for P3. Oh, and Kobe does a spin and win and goes very far off the track. Everyone falling over themselves. Just giving Morris that P3 right now. He's pushing really hard to get back up to P4. And we do have a little bit of an alert to make. Mr. Bean is inside DRS to Ramsey. So we have a yellow flag. That is going to be Noob. Not having the greatest of days. Mr. Bean has a look. Ramsey turned off his DRS for a second. And Mr. Bean got uncomfortably close. And then decided to have a look. But didn't actually make the move. Ramsey having his ERS turned off for the whole of Sector 1 almost. Now turning it back on. Up the hill. As he goes Viper getting ahead of Rusty. Kobe has boxed again for a set of cards. That's his second stop. Guessing he's gonna try and go to the end then. It's done hard, medium, hard. Let's see who is coming out of the... as he goes for the move into the final couple of turns. That's not where you usually see it. Noob retires in the pit lane as well. Understandably, has not had a great day. Will hopefully come back stronger next weekend as Mr. Bean takes the racing lead. Race lead. And Spin and Win drops down to P6 behind GK Bass. He is also catching up to Justin. We do have a yellow flag. That's gonna be Noob. The AI of Noob rejoining the track because this game is lovely like that. Rossi and Nico John swapping places. Rossi P13. Trying to keep an eye on the gaps to see if anything happens. But right now, the battle for the lead is the most interesting one. Ramsey can get close. Don't think he's going to be close enough this lap. No, he's not. He's going to turn off his ERS. So let's go on to the Kick Sauber. Finally becoming Audi next year. So looking forward to seeing something else. I did like them as Alfa Romeo, and I didn't mind them then. Since they became Sauber, I've been a little bit meh. And then, yeah, they became this monstrosity. As Kobe actually just behind these guys puts up the fastest lap with a 1:16.9, I think it was. Very impressive. And now Kuruma is becoming a little bit of a roadblock. He's gonna be able to defend here. Oh no, there is contact. This monstrosity is so accurate. I just don't like. I just don't like the green. It's just nah. Like, it's cool. Like, the car in itself is cool. It's just Kick Sauber. I don't like it. Same with Visa Cash App. I just don't like it. Just give it to Porsche. Livery is awful. Like, I just think it's a little bit cool. Oh, spin a win. Say somebody that's in the pits. It is. I think it's cool. It stands out a little bit. So it's like meh. But I just don't. Yeah, I don't like it. Yeah, I agree. It's not that awful. Like the liver in itself. It's just. It's a literal cash grab. Like when I see a TikTok with like the Kick logo or Stake logo, like splattered across the screen, it's like I don't like it. And the team is just a literal one of those TikToks. But yeah, the green, it stands out. It's somewhat cool. But yeah. So basically, the car is cool, but the team, no. Don't like it. Give me Audi. Because I'm fairly certain they are going to have a very cool livery. Morris getting off those mediums after only 7 laps. Going back onto the hards. Going to try and undercut the Aston Martins. Kobe. Watch out for the car rejoining the track as well. It's a bit further up than I thought, but anyways. Kobe up to P6. Ghost Viper in the Red Bull. Still doing a better job than Yuki Tsunoda. Being in P12. I literally watched the race like just before coming onto this, and I don't even remember seeing Yuki Tsunoda in the real life race, so yeah, that's fun. Mr. Bean has boxed. He is boxed for a set of mediums with 10 laps to go. As we now have double green machine up front. Justin, the Dutchman, is in front of his teammates. And Ramsey again with the undercut on Mr. Bean. Running a set of hards as well. Going to be very interesting. 2 seconds is the gap between Mr. Bean and Ramsey. And they have 12 seconds to the Astons. But the pit lane loss is a lot bigger than that. Not quite sure exactly what the delta is, but it's I think it's fairly close to 30 seconds. so yeah. Is there anything interesting really happening? I was gonna say Rusty, but he's out of the pits. So I do think it's gonna be these guys. GK Bass holding on. And Justin dives into the box, obviously has priority as he is in front of GK Bass. See what he goes on to then. Set of mediums for the Dutchman. We're about 11 seconds behind Ramsey. It should be about... Let's see... 2... 12... Ah, it's about 20 seconds. Not sure. I don't know. That's probably something I should look up as a commentator, but nah. If the game can't provide the basic information such as that, it's not worth looking up. They come out where they come out. The battle for the lead is now well and truly on. Ramsey versus Mr. Bean. GK Bass has kept going. Is he gonna try and just stick it out? Because he does have about 13-14 seconds to Morris. He could honestly stick it out and maybe be third. Because if he boxes, he comes out just behind Justin. Probably just ahead of Martin and Rossi. Could honestly be worth just trying it. We have, 8 laps to go. Of course, it's very hard to pass as well, so if he doesn't let them catch too quickly... Interesting one. Andrew has done very well, by the way. Is P5. I think he's on the same strategy as Bass, basically. Doing 1 stop less. It's a very good recovery from the German. Let's see if it pays off, if he's going to stay out for the final 8 laps. There will be 19 laps on the hards. Not the best one. As Kobe, 3 seconds. Ramsey has managed to hold on to the DRS of Mr. Bean and will close right back up. Now Kobe. Under pressure from the Dutchman. Actually getting passed by the Dutchman, and Adri also has to wave goodbye to Justin, who flies back up to P5. Bass has stayed out again, now only 5 seconds separating him and Mr. Bean. So I do think the top 2 guys are gonna catch up to Bass, but I also think Bass could honestly stay ahead of Morris and get the final podium position. So that is going to be very, very interesting. J Story up to P14. Showing a little bit of love to the guys behind. Tar Heels on the same strategy to Adria, I think. And Bass, a couple of laps less on his hards, but is currently doing fairly well in P15. So the reason Bass is losing time so quickly is, first of all, he's on 13 lap old hards. Second of all, Mr. Bean is just outrageously quick. He got pulled by a half second. So, yeah, that's the two main reasons as to why GK Bass is losing time by about 2.5 seconds a lap. Yeah, but he's not. If you compare the time to Morris, he's lost about half a second, I think. So yeah, it's don't compare to these guys because they are on way fresher tires and also in a league of their own. But compare it to Morris, and Morris is not catching up as quick as he would want to. As we do have a spin, I think that's Martin. It is up the hill. It did say it's a fairly commonplace spin. Now it's going to be very interesting to see how these guys handle GK Bass, who has been caught up by Mr. Bean and Ramsey. He's still doing quite well ahead of Morris. He's about 7.5 seconds ahead of Morris. I remember if he boxed the lap after Justin, he'd be about where Justin is. So I think it's gonna pay off to stay out for him. Justin is doing well. We will go to pens in just a couple of laps. Yeah, I hope. Bass is quite a smart driver. I think he won't do anything. I think he'll honestly turn off his ERS. Just see these two whiz by as we have one. And here comes the other one. Intent on not letting a car that's not really involved in the battle get in the way of it this time. As I'm fairly sure it was just like that last time. He dropped back and couldn't get back into DRS. But now the gap is about 6 seconds to Morris with 3.5 laps to go. Let's actually get on to penalties. Morris, of course, also has 6 seconds of penalties, not even 3. So Morris, will struggle to get GK Bass. So I do think Bass has actually gotten himself a podium with the choice of not boxing at the end. The lap after Justin. Adri doing very well. He as well. Old Hards keeping up with Kobe. All he needs to do is stay inside his DRS and keep the 3 seconds. He will get a P6. At least for now. Of course, I'm probably doing comms next week as well. So I will go through the stewards' notes for next race. And GK Bass gets 3 seconds. That has cut the time in half for Morris, the penalties. He's still 4.5 seconds with 3 and a bit laps to go. Or 2 and a bit laps to go, sorry. And Ramsey picks up 3 seconds. And that is not what we want. I'm just going to have a quick look. I'm not going to say it, just in case. We are going to have a look. Alright, that is the situation from Mr. Bean. Obviously not going to say it, just in case the drivers are listening. They don't really have time to watch the stream, but I know some of them are listening sometimes. But I think Ramsey's just going to have to go for it here. Does get the lead. Now he would need some sort of a miracle. Morris, 3 seconds back as they start the penultimate lap. And then the 3 seconds on top of that. Adri gets up to P6 on track. Mr. Bean as well. Pushing Ramsey. Ghost Viper getting 3 seconds. A lot of 6 second time penalties. And Ramsey gets passed by Mr. Bean into the chicane. Interesting choice. Very interesting choice. As we go on to start the final lap of the race. Mr. Bean in front. Can he do anything to defend from Ramsey here? Oh, he puts the car in the middle of the track and Ramsey runs straight into him. Mr. Bean keeps P1 from that. The chance is fading quickly. And it is ever more likely looking like we are gonna see the same race winner again. Let's not shout hey yet as it goes a little bit deep into Aqua Minerale. Into the chicane. Is Ramsey gonna send it? He has a look. He definitely has a look. But Mr. Bean does keep ahead. It defends so well through the final couple of corners and out onto the straight. Mr. Bean is gonna cross the line first and win the Imola Grand Prix. Ramsey goes and finishes P2. Bass does get P3, even on track. Morris gets P4. Justin is gonna come across the line and be P5 today. And Adri comes across the line in P6. Kobe backed off Adri to celebrate P7. Martin is going to come across the line into P8. And Ghost Viper P9. But it may just be that Nico John sneaks by. Let's see. No, he finishes 68 thousandths off of him. Rossi comes across the line and becomes P12. Oh no. Kobe has left and caused issues. You don't leave until everyone has crossed the line. Ugh. That's annoying. Well, J-Story finishes P14 and Tony Hills comes across the line to round off the finishers in P15. I know it says 14 on the screen, but obviously and there we go, Mr. Bean comes up onto the podium and celebrates another race win in PRL. He gets the race winner. Fastest lap goes to Martin. Driver of the day goes to Adri. I'm not sure. Adri did very well to recover from the spin. Most of the tanks actually goes to Rossi Gaines, and cleanest driver goes to J-Story. I'm gonna give my driver of the day to Mr. Bean. I mean, you can't argue with that pace. You can't argue with the consistency. It's very, very, very impressive. But that is actually gonna be it As I said, I will keep an eye out on for the stewards, and I will report to you if anything changes. For example, Kobe is gonna get his place reinstated probably. Um, but yeah, I will update you guys at the start of next week. Until then, we have a midweek to look forward to. We are on August 3rd, so the next race is August 6th, which is going to be Bahrain for a 100% race. So tune in then. We have had a lot of comms for midweek actually, which is very fun to see. So hopefully it's covered. Otherwise, of course, just keep an eye out for the driver POVs. In case you want to join, let us know if the links aren't working, but there should be links in both the YouTube and the Discord. And the Twitch. And also check out our TikTok, where the poll laps are being published, and maybe some other content too. But until then, if you are just waiting for next week, I will see you on the Sunday for Canada, the home race of Ramsey now. So until then, take care, everyone, and I will see you then. Enjoy your evening or day or whatever it is, and a goodbye from me.